July 8, 2022, police responded to a call for a report of a suspicious male wandering around the neighborhood. While en route, dispatch advised that they had been getting calls about the same suspect for weeks. The suspect, later identified as Timothy Nielsen, was looking for a 12-year-old girl who he found online. Nielsen came across the girl's YouTube channel and would leave inappropriate comments on her channel. That's when her parents decided to take the YouTube page down. Over the years, Nielsen would disguise himself as someone else and contact the girl on her other social media platforms. He would try to contact friends of friends until he was able to locate the area she lived in. That's when Nielsen would travel from Oregon to Ohio to try and find her.
On someone's door, trespass.
So that's a classic stalker action. Going from Oregon to Ohio is quite a drive, I would assume. And the fact that he stalked her for 5 years is absolutely crazy. I don't know if the channel that the girl had was basically a family channel and she was in it. He watched it, got obsessed with a then 7-year-old girl, and he had been traveling to their house before and came back every now and then. And that's when the family decided to terminate the the channel. But it's crazy that he still comes up even 5 years later.
Yeah, if you don't have permission to be on their property, absolutely. So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her. If I find her one day, that's fine. If not, I can leave. I just want to know and to her.
Why do you want to find her? What what in that head of yours says it's okay to find the 5-year-old girl? And he is going to answer that he only wants to hear a yes or no from her, and he doesn't take it from anybody else. He needs to hear it from her and her alone.
That's the answer.
Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find her.
What am I going to do? Sit out here, wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Well, you don't even know where she lives.
I know I do, but I had my cell phone taken away from me. Like I was sleeping over there by the Walgreens.
Okay.
And in that night, someone took my cell phone from me.
Right.
So I don't know which.
So what's your long-term plan here? Because I mean,
long-term plan
we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I'm not soliciting. I'm just trying to find a 12-year-old girl to come with me. What's so wrong about that?
I'm not just driving
that
around.
Didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave. You know.
I'm going to venture to say if you haven't found her yet, it's probably a no.
How are you to say that, man? I don't know what address.
Well, because you don't know where she lives. You don't even know who she is.
Are you?
Are you from Oregon?
I am from Oregon.
Oh, you got to take this guy in.
Why?
He's been harassing the 12-year-old daughter online.
That's how old she is?
Yeah.
You're going to forbid me? Little children? My name is Ask Little Children.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
The FBI is involved in it, so...
Okay, so the FBI is involved in this for probably two reasons. One, it crosses state borders, and two, most importantly, I guess, there's children involved. And that guy who identifies himself as something as the children, I think he said, he probably doesn't even understand that, and he thinks it's all just this power trip from the police and the FBI, all for nothing, because again, he just wants to take her out for a drink. There's nothing going on for him other than that.
FBI? You know what?
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property. All right, I'll be with you in a second, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so there's your answer. This girl you've been talking to is 12 years old. You're obviously an adult, so that conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
she is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses.
This guy will get into some religious rambling, if you will, trying to say what his name is, and he repeats a line over and over again. And at some point, he just becomes kind of unintelligible, like erratic, and it's very hard to follow what he's actually trying to say. So I don't think he's on drugs or alcohol. Drugs, maybe, but my guess would be that he is maybe paranoid, schizophrenic, or at least having some big time, not illusions, but those two, but big time delusions about what the situation is and how things will end for him. Because in his mind, he's probably still thinking, I can get that girl when I just keep pointing out to things in the Bible and how God did this and that. And if I say that, then they might give me what I want. Of course, they're not going to do that.
Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
That's
You know
even
what?
worse.
Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ. I am
All right,
Christ.
what are you need to, what are you, homeless? You live in the area?
I'm homeless and a truck driver, and I'm
Okay, do you have a truck around here?
I'm waiting to make some money, man.
Okay, how are you going to make money?
Driving trucks, man.
Okay, do you have a truck down here?
No. When I get some, I'll get some money when I drive some trucks that got a Class A license.
Okay, but if you don't have a truck, how are you going to make some money? All right, what's your first name, bub?
He is trying to think of something to get out of this situation. It's like, oh fuck, yeah, I do have a problem with making money if I don't have a truck. It's gonna be hard. So what can I think of now? And he will think of one thing, and that makes me kind of think that he wants to be not as much a church leader, but more like a cult leader, especially because his aim is young children.
What's your first name? '14 headquarters.
My name is As Little Children.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is As?
My first name is Az.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
All right,
As that as.
That's not making any sense whatsoever.
Become as little children.
So, by saying that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, you should probably think about putting him into a 72-hour psychiatric hold, because it's obvious he needs to be evaluated and to be checked to see what's going on with him. This is not normal behavior or drunk behavior or even drugs behavior. This is clearly mental health behavior.
Or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. That's what it is.
Okay,
Become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
So what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you, whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
Well, you're not paying me.
I can pay you
I'm
more.
a city employee.
If it's money, that's fine.
So what is
if
your?
it's for diligency,
Sir,
I'm here for my
sir.
woman. And if she does not want me, I will leave right now forever.
Well,
His woman, he is talking about a 12-year-old girl. In his mind, however, she's still 6. So he's probably thinking about a 6-year-old child now, which he refers to as woman. That is so disgusting.
the
Ugh.
father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbidden not. Forbidden not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you know you're not welcome here. So what is your government name that you were given on your birth certificate or driver's license?
My name is. You want some social security number?
Sure. What's your first name? What's the name given to you by the government?
Timothy.
Timothy. And Timothy, what's the last name given to you by the government?
Nielsen, Nielsen. Forbid them
Negative.
not.
He's just highly educated.
Forsake your sons, forsake your daughters, forsake your wives, forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children, and if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus, if you will die for Jesus, die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now. Go ahead. I am the one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Okay.
And if you want to be on
14 headquarters.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Take.
Of course you'll be taken in. What do you
Your
think?
assumption's correct. I'm not with Timothy Nielsen. Do you need a
Who
social?
will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. Who will lose their life for Jesus Christ will find it. I will lose my life for Christ any day.
Okay.
I bet you win before me. I find it. Lose your life for Christ. Let me just walk out of here, man.
Okay. So what? Again, what's your long-term plan? So we put to bed this whole I'm looking for this girl I met on the internet. It's against the law. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. So the father forbid it. You're not welcome on this property. So what is your long-term goal here, sir?
Right now, I need to go take a shit, man.
Okay. So
Get my shit back
so after that, so where are you going to sleep tonight?
Not in the business. Not in the business, that's for sure.
Okay.
God,
but
right now.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple weeks now.
I will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I.
So he has been there for a few weeks already before they finally come up and confront him. Why? Why didn't they do something sooner?
Do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that's 5 years has been one girl has been a long time.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So well, I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Of course he doesn't agree. If he would have agreed, he wouldn't have driven there from Oregon to Ohio in the first place.
Okay, as little children, right? She's going to be old one day and die.
So?
Because I will live forever. And I will kill myself with that. I will kill myself.
Ooh, I don't think it's a good idea to say that if you do not want to be put into a psychiatric hold right here and now. If it wasn't for the delusional things that he said, then this right here, I would say, would be a good cause to just send him straight off to a psychiatric hospital and have him evaluated. This guy is dangerous, and not just to the kids, but also to himself. He doesn't sound right.
So are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Okay. Why is that?
I'll be diligent with you, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that. But so why do you think you? I mean, we're all going to die one day. But I mean, you understand she's 12, but I understand from you that doesn't make a difference.
But you don't understand God. With men, things aren't possible. With God, all things are possible. All things.
I understand.
So God would say it's okay for you to be with a 12-year-old? Just do whatever you want with her? I highly doubt that.
Ned, I mean, that's what they say.
And I want to know what's in her heart. Her heart.
Okay.
That she doesn't want you.
12 years old, if she says, yes, I'm in love with this.
Don't give me all that stuff, man. I've been with one girl all these years.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
Or gone whoring around with other girls. I've been with one girl this whole year.
Okay. And where's that girl at?
2 girls. That's it. All these years. Okay. All these years. I tried to build this church. One church is all that's left. It's because God has never died. He's always living. He's a living God, and he has never died. He escaped that death. When he came back and he was like crying, he said, "What you guys doing all sleeping? Let's go." That's God for you. And he drives the biggest ship around here. And they're going to be on the mast for me. Back mask, front mask. My 2 girls.
My 2 girls. Which is the second one? Is that a younger daughter that they have? Are they referring to a 6-year-old? Or is he referring to the same girl but 2 different ages? Well, still, I mean, it's both crazy as hell, and it's time just to book him, arrest him. They're not getting anywhere with him on the street, so let's go somewhere else, please. And it also shows you how delusional he is and how really nothing he just said in the past 20 seconds or so made any sense whatsoever.
Okay, so who do you think lives here?
I don't know, man. I'm in a nightmare, man. I've been 5 years here, man. 5 years on the same girls. And I don't do other girls, man. I'm not.
So you know these 2 girls' names, but...
I'm putting in nobody in danger.
So who do you think lives...
And I'm putting nobody in danger.
But you've never... So how do you...
From the internet. I will never harm anybody. I'm putting nobody in danger.
Okay.
I could maybe just take a date with no sex. I'm not looking for sex. Maybe just a date for coffee or something, man. Just to meet her on the very...
Do you think 12-year-olds drink coffee?
I honestly wonder if he had tried to have an adult relationship at some point in his life, and they all failed and failed and failed and failed, so he's basically an incel, and that is why he now chooses to go after younger children, because they are more malleable and more impressionable. So he probably thinks that it's easier to get a young child than a fully grown woman to date him and to love him and to do whatever he wants. I don't know. I guess I can see something there. I'm not saying it's right by any means. No, don't get me wrong. But I think that does play a role in his behavior right here. But I don't know. I don't know what his charges really are. We'll hopefully come to see that at the end of the video.
I'll buy your dinner, dude. I don't care. I'm not looking for sex.
All right. So they do have a... So he keeps talking about... They have a daughter, her best friend, Parma Heights. So apparently they had like a YouTube channel like 5 years ago that he somehow started stalking them. So he ventured from Oregon, and now he knows where he is. Like in my conversation with him, like he's leaving with this 12-year-old. Like nobody's going to tell him no. He doesn't care about the law. Under God, no one shall forbid. Blah blah blah. Like these folks are scared to death.
I'm trying to figure out myself, but he said 5 years. They haven't posted in a while, and I'm like, how do you know they live here? He's like, I love their channel. Once I started watching their channel, everything else went to shit. I was like, but how do you find out they live here? And he goes, well, I don't want to say, but it wasn't hard. And it sounds like they're kids.
They're 12 years old. Yeah, well, 13. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said that's some internet channel, and they haven't posted in a little while, and he's trying to start a church, and they were like, he wants a date. He's down here on his hands and knees begging God for a date.
Watch this camera.
Yeah, so,
I thought we were throwing out for a second. So he got really animated about being the church. He kept saying his name was as the children, and kept referencing God in the church. So unfortunately, this guy confirmed that this is the right house, because he came out, and as he talked to the guy here in the drive, he goes, "Are you from Oregon?" Yeah. He goes, "This is the guy, my daughter." I'm like, oh.
Is he from Portland? He said he's from Portland.
I don't know. ID, so I just, like I said, I haven't run the ID. Terry said that it's probably this guy.
I guess we've been dealing with him. But he said he came from Portland. So I'm like, where are you staying? He goes, well, I was downtown Cleveland, but Portland's way nicer than Portland.
I mean, so he's homeless. I mean, these parents, like, I guess he found out mom's cell phone. I guess he called mom's cell phone a couple weeks ago, and like now he knows where they live. So like they're petrified.
So there's no way the mom is on the internet in some capacity. This guy's after the mom, is he?
No, it's definitely the kids.
Okay.
It's definitely the kids. Yeah, I'm fearful for this little girl's safety. Apparently the FBI got involved like 5 years ago, and like apparently this agent, and I mean I don't have all the details about it. We just talked briefly, but apparently all the they were involved. Said it's a mental situation. Yeah, but the FBI guy's like he basically told the family he lives in Oregon. I wouldn't worry too much about it. And here he is on their front porch now.
This
Mr.
is
Nielsen, I
so
told you I would do
absurd.
you one favor. I did speak with the 12-year-old, and I know while you said that you don't care if they're 6 years old, 12 years old, it's what you feel in your heart. She wants nothing to do with you.
Do you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't.
He's not believing that the kid said no. He will only believe it if she says no, and probably not even then, because then he will say, you only say no because the other adults told you to say no, but I want to know what's in your heart. And even if she keeps saying no, he will not accept it. He just won't.
Under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
And she shouldn't,
Because
by
I
the
was
way.
in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Well, she probably is with you there. I would be as a 12-year-old, having been stalked for 5 years, not being able to go outside and feel safe. Of course she's under duress. What a freaking idiot.
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands behind your
Yes, cuff
We're
him.
not going to have you acting up like this.
Get him out. Finally. Took way too long already.
That's
This way.
erratic?
Step this way. It doesn't matter. Yours is probably easier to get into.
I've done nothing.
Of course she didn't.
I have done nothing.
Nielsen was arrested.
I did nothing. Of course she didn't, because she didn't get the chance, except for stalking and shit like that. But I'm glad you didn't get your hands on the girl. So in that sense, no, you didn't do anything. Thank God.
And transported to the Medina County Jail. He was charged with 2 counts of menacing by stalking and 1 count of importuning. On December 22, 2022, he was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison, followed by 5 years of post-release control. He will also be required to register as a Tier 1 sex offender. Thank you for watching.
That is good. 4.5 years in prison. Yeah, that's pretty, well, not awesome, but it's good that he got that time in jail. But I do also hope, as I said, that he gets treatment because he needs to be treated. And hopefully, at least the delusions and whatever else is bugging him can be treated. And hopefully, when he gets out, he doesn't chase this family down or he finds new victims. I don't know about him. I don't know if he's fully able to be rehabilitated and live a normal life once he comes out of prison. My gut feeling says we gotta watch out for this guy, and that's a bummer to end things with, but it is the truth. So I'm going to leave it at that. And it was a little bit different from my drunk driving cams and stuff, but I thought it was worth it to have a look at this one. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.